What is up, guys? Today we're going to be talking about what I learned, my experience as a THSBA powerlifter, how it was at Region. We're going to be talking about what I'm going to do in the future, and we're just going to be talking about how the day went down. So let's get into it.
What is up, guys? I'm like bloated as shit from last night and eating, but I feel pretty good for today. I think I'm gonna place like fifth place, but this is my bag day of. I'm looking decent, but still a little fucking shredded. I'm gonna eat and then yeah, we're gonna leave around 6-ish. I gotta go.
Не открывая замки, я буду вспоминать, как горели огни и от любви умирать. Может, рядом с тобой нам было хорошо, что-то там за спиной меня так обожгло. Нежная мими, нежная опять, мою руку возьми, чтобы вместе упасть. И в объятиях твоих так хочу я дышать. Не могу без тебя и не могу ждать. Я схожу с ума, мне мало, 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 мне мало, мало, мало тебя. Знаю я сама. Мне мало, 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 мне мало, мало, мало тебя. Я схожу с ума. Мне мало, 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 мне мало, мало, мало тебя. Знаю я сама. Мне мало, 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 мне мало, мало, мало тебя. И я тебе прошепчу, сейчас глаза закрой. И тихонечко так ты мне на ушко напой эту тихую дрожь, но я же не одна. Даже если все ложь, так будет не всегда. Нежная обними, нежная опять, мою руку возьми, чтобы вместе упасть. И в объятиях твоих так хочу я дышать. Не могу без тебя и не могу ждать. Я схожу с ума. Мне мало, 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 мне мало, мало, мало тебя. Знаю я сама. Мне мало, 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 мне мало, мало, мало тебя. Я схожу с ума. Мне мало, 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 мне мало, мало, мало тебя. Знаю я сама. Мне мало, 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 мне мало, мало, мало тебя.
So I just pulled up to the weight room. We're going to be leaving in uh, 10 or 15 minutes. Um,
Я схожу с ума. Я схожу с ума. Мне мало, мало, мало тебя.
my first bomb out, I'm gonna come out and say it automatically before to satisfy you guys with the title. I'm gonna put a trigger warning here in case for like eating disorders and such, but at the start of the season, I was around 140 walking around weight, but I did like water cuts and I didn't eat the morning of weigh-ins just for, the experience, but I did it decent and I weighed in around 137, but due to my own drive, stupidity, and little voice in my head, I decided to cut weight and said that I'm gonna go down to a lower weight category. But after my first meet in my head, I was thinking, what if I decided to do an actual cut instead of just these little water cuts to place higher in my region? But I ended up backing out and not being completely sure of what I was doing. But my third meet, I was injured and I stayed pretty much the same weight, but I still did the little water cuts for fun. I know that sounds kind of stupid, but in my head I was thinking I was doing something right. I thought I was doing something that was actually helping me when in reality it wasn't. I had 2 weeks, and in that time I lowered my calories 1,200 less than I had been having. I weighed in at around 128.6, and a week later I weighed in at 127 because all I knew was defecate, and I started getting deathly scared of gaining any weight. And at times I skipped meals as well as doing the water cuts and the water loading. And these past few weeks I've trained extremely hard, even sometimes eating 1,800 calories instead of 2,000, which I'm supposed to lose weight. I also did the water loading, and I ended up doing sodium loading as well, which is just to basically raise up my sodium a hell of a lot and then cut it all out. And at one point I even convinced myself that the scale had been wrong. So I kept going and I weighed in at 126.2 yesterday. I fucked up by doing this and even had to deal with issues kids my age shouldn't. I'm a 14-year-old and I had to deal with hormonal issues, and you can kind of get what I mean by that, but as well as that, I felt small throughout the cutting, and now I have to deal with the effects of feeling like this. Yesterday, and a couple days ago, I took a long stare in the mirror and realized even though I've done all of this and ended up bombing out, I did my best. I put my body through hell to get where I did. I qualified for region as a freshman, and that in of itself is an accomplishment that many people don't get. Starting this weekend, I'm trying to do a refeed and I'm trying to get myself back. My body's kind of rejecting the food that I've been putting inside of my mouth. I've kind of been throwing up, but I'm gonna start bulking soon, probably Monday-ish. I'm not gonna track my calories until then though, and I'm gonna slowly work until I can get to the desired amount of size and the desired amount of calories because I've been throwing up. I'm gonna try and get to around 154, and then I'm gonna decide if I'm lean enough to keep going from there. If I'm not, I'm gonna figure out my maintenance, unlike I have been doing, and eat around 100 below that. I'd like to say though, please do not do any of what I said in the video. It's not worth it, but as long as you're doing your best, you are succeeding. Like I'm telling you now, you're doing your best, you're succeeding in life as long as you are the best version of yourself. And at a point, I thought to myself, I'm not going to post and I'm going to take a break yesterday. But then I remembered who I am, and I'm willing to do a lot of shit, and I'm not going to give that up for one meet my freshman year. I'd like to record a little bit of my bounce back from this state my body is in. I'm going to start the video... the next video, probably just talking about what I'm gonna do in the end, but I'm probably gonna end the video right about now, and if you experience any issues with eating, body dysmorphia, and you need to talk to somebody, just call the number that I'm gonna put into the description. I'm probably going to cut out the video right about now, but have an amazing day and do your best. That's all I ask.